Hi, Ascension family. I wanted to talk to you today about succulents and how succulents have helped me during this difficult time. So, I know right now sucks. And yes, that pun was intended. Get it? Succulents sucks. But when I look at succulents, I'm reminded how resilient they are. I know resilient's a big word. It just means to go through something really hard, but to get through it. And the thing I'm finding that's getting me through these hard times is my community of faith. Even though I can't physically be near everyone, still being able to watch chapel, the Wednesday morning chapel services, and still being able to watch church online has brought so much peace to my soul. So thank you for that, Ascension. But also, I find peace in praying and prayer and knowing that God is there with me. Even though I can't always see God, I know God is there. And these succulents actually are a reminder for me. So I don't know if you know this about succulents, but they are extremely strong and they get through a lot, which is why they're so resilient. And if you cut a succulent off of its mother plant, or the bigger plant, if you cut a little, like this one, if you cut a little bud off of it and replant it, it'll actually grow. So this is a succulent I actually picked from my parents' garden and potted it myself. And the succulent will grow roots and grow deep into the pot. I want to tell you a quick story. When I went to Wildwood last week, when we were still able to go on the trails, I remember I looked up at this, the side of a little mountain, and it was all rocky. But I noticed that these succulents were growing on the side of the rock. And they were growing by themselves. They weren't in clusters together. It was one succulent, and then maybe it was 6 feet apart. I don't know. But then there was another succulent by itself. There's a metaphor in itself. And so I thought, wow, they looked so beautiful up there. And so I pondered that for a while. And then I thought, ooh, maybe I can go pick one and see if I can pot it. So I went and tried to pick one, and I couldn't. And I realized the roots were so deeply rooted in the rock, which of all places to grow, right? A rock. But it was so hard to take from that rock, and I let it be. And it reminded me, wow, what a great metaphor for our faith, our root system. And so anyway, succulents have brought me so much peace during this difficult time, and I want to teach you how you can pot your own. Okay, so first you want to make sure you have the things to pot the plant. I actually like to use my old salsa jars or applesauce jars or any kind of jar I get groceries in. So this I think was an old Trader Joe's salsa jar, and I just washed it out and took off the label, and this will be my succulent pot. You also need some rocks. These are rocks that I found in my backyard, and you'll need some soil. And you'll need a succulent. So behind me I have some succulents. I'm gonna pick a succulent from this plant back here. So let me just show you up close, what it looks like, okay? And I am going to pick off this one right here. And I'm just gently going to twist it and it'll come off. So see, you need about that much of a stem, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a few rocks, like a handful, and add it to my pot. Now I'm gonna add a little more. You basically want the rocks to fill up about 1 inch of the base, so it kind of filters the water out when you water your succulents. Okay, so I have that. A little more than 1 inch, but that'll be fine. Then I'm gonna add some soil. About halfway. Then I'm gonna take my succulent and add it to the middle there. And now I'll add some more rocks. Succulents do like more rocky conditions, and it helps filter the water out as well. Add some more soil. So you want to add soil to pretty much the top, but leave a little bit of space because you can add rocks on the top, and that'll keep the succulent in place, and also makes it look pretty, and it protects the soil. So I'll take some rocks and add them to the top here. See? Just like that. And now you have a potted succulent.